What's up, everyone? We are talking about the truck race with the rain tires, using that, and how NASCAR did a absolute horrible job at doing that. It's wonderful that they use the tires, but another thing, why, like, that makes zero sense what they were doing. Zero sense. So they started the race off on a damp track. They said it was raining, but there wasn't much showing of rain. Obviously, looking back in the times, they could shine the camera up by the lights, and you can clearly see when it rains on the television going through there. And they never did that. So, in my mind, that tells me it never was even raining at all. And a lot of the drivers said in their interviews that it was not. It was a damp track. So the track was damp. There was no rain. So NASCAR's lying there. So they start on the rain tires. It started off great, and then they end up, oh, you know what? We're going to throw a comp caution 14 laps before the end of the stage, which makes no fucking sense. Because, one, there's only 14 laps left at Martinsville. They run on the track 20 seconds a lap. You do the math. I'm not doing it for you. Really short amount of time. Just finish the stage out. Also, they missed a huge opportunity for one to let strategy come into play. Strategy is one of the biggest things in NASCAR. Besides the fact of, driving a car fast and turning fucking left, it's strategy. It's all about strategy, being smarter than your competition, and trying to bend and push the rules as far as you can. And people don't understand that. And NASCAR doesn't push that. And they don't talk about that. And if they did, guess what? It would probably make the ratings go up because people like seeing that stuff. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to tell our new fans about that. We're just going to harp on stupid fucking stuff. So they missed a huge opportunity there. Let it go out to the end of stage one, and then let the teams decide, hey, should I take my rain tires off or should I not? Maybe you could suggest to them, hey, you probably should or shouldn't. But it's their discretion. But don't throw a comp caution 14 laps before the end of it, because it makes no sense, and you just wrecked everything there, because they're trying to take control. It's like, it's a weird scenario, and it's like, hey, NASCAR, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to control everything? Because if you are, I love the WWE. Make it the WWE. Script it, run it, make it great. Otherwise, if not, stop doing that. Put guidelines in and let them happen. If someone runs away with the race, that's how it is. Going into yesterday's race, the Xfinity race, John Hunter Nemechek ran away with the race. It was kind of boring. There was some stuff in between and stuff, but he ran away with it because he was just the car to beat. That happens. So be it. That's racing. Sometimes some guy hits the setup just right, or is just really good at that track and just kicks everyone's ass. You know what that means? Hey, the other teams need to step their game up. It's not about, hey, we should bring everyone down to the same level. No. Get better or get out. It's that simple. Stop trying to level the playing field. It's irritating, frustrating, and stupid. And then, so going back to the truck race, after that comp caution, I can't even remember, to be honest. Some guys went in, some guys didn't, and whatever. But that wrecked everything. And then we sit after that comp caution. They're driving around forever. A lot of yellow flag laps, just running around. You get my drift? It was fucking annoying. And on that fact, too, we're having commercials after commercial after commercial under green flag. This was a perfect opportunity to have easily 4 commercial breaks. Easily. Did they do that? No. I think they did 1, maybe. I don't even think that. And hello. Good time to say, hey, sponsors. Hey, it's a good time. We're going to do it. Not on a green flag. Because you know what that does to people? Let's just say, back in the day, Viagra, on Mark Martin's car, also used to run commercials all the time when it was under green flag, and I kept seeing those multiple times. You know what that put in my mind? I was like, fuck that fucking company. I don't like you, because you are cutting into my time, even though you're trying to get in my brain, but yeah, you need to get that. Even though as a child, it's like, ooh, okay. No, it's stupid. I think there's a lot of dumb promoters and people that promote their products, advertisers, and I think they're just brain dead, dumb fucking idiots. And that's kind of where we are right now. And that's why commercials are boring. That's why we could go into a whole tangent about this and go into a rabbit hole about why even the Super Bowl commercials suck. When like 10 years ago they were still somewhat relevant. Now they're just cash grabbing assholes. So, but going back now. So, going back to the actual race. Then, after the comp caution was done, we got going for those 14 stupid laps. And after everyone switched over to slicks, then when the stage ending came, 10 or 14 laps later, I don't remember exactly on this part because I was a little frustrated and heated. I think some people pitted, some didn't, but none of the leaders did because there's no points, 14 laps, who cares? And yeah, then we go back racing, and we go back racing for a little while. I shut it off because I was fucking just irritated with NASCAR. Like, you missed it. An amazing opportunity. Like, how cool would that have been to let them run out and decide, hey, do I want to stay on these? Do I not? Should I? Most likely they weren't going to. Like, you'd be kind of stupid not to. But, hey, that would have been the fun part. And to think about this way, if they didn't have stage racing, when were they going to switch over? Who was going to be the first team to jump in there? Was somebody going to try and, extend it really far? There's so many factors, so many cool things that could have been in place that NASCAR hinders. NASCAR does this. They do it to themselves. They have no one to blame for except for themselves. And if they have any sort of reason like, oh no, it's because of our sponsors or because of Fox or because of NBC, well, maybe you should look somewhere else. You be in control. Because you have a huge audience. You're a huge fucking company. Put your big boy pants on and do what you think is right for the racing product and the people that love it. Not for what your sponsors want. Who the fuck cares about sponsors? Sponsors are nothing in this world at all. And people that think they are full of themselves. Absolutely full of themselves. So, we just need a big Bill France, senior or junior, back in the fucking sport, telling people, hey, you know what you need? This is what we need. We're doing this. You like it or not? And yeah. And that will lead into another video at some point. But let's get back to the rain tires. And then, here we go. It starts raining. Not hard, but it rains. Saturates the track. And then, guess what? We're sitting there for a while. Okay, what about these rain tires? Going back to the beginning of the race, it was a damp track. It wasn't even wet. There was no standing water. It was just a darker shade. It was damp. And everyone knows, if you've been watching any road course races, when it's wet out, the tires work well in the wet because it cools the tires, keeps them cool so they don't rip apart and the tread blocks start, ripping and shredding. And I can probably make a video on that to make it a little more in-depth so people know. But when it starts drying out more and more, you'll start seeing drivers try and find puddles to keep the tires cool. So they'll swerve down the straightaway if they see a puddle to drive through it. Blah, blah, blah. Going into what we were trying to talk about now, it's raining. The track is saturated. There's water on the track. Unlike at the beginning of the race when they had the rain tires on, there was no puddles. It was just darker pavement because it was saturated. It wasn't fully saturated, but it was just darker. This had actual water on it. Hey, stop it for a sec. Have everyone come in. Put the tires on. Boom. Get back to racing. What'd they do? Nah, they called it. See you later. We can't race anymore. What the fuck? Then why even have rain tires? Why? Why even have rain tires? Why? It's irritating. It's just stupid. And the fans deserve way better. They do. And NASCAR's just bringing a horrible product, a disgusting product. And honestly, you're not going to bring any new fans. And if you're bitching and complaining about getting new fans all the time, hey, there you go. I just fixed one race for you. This is what you had to do. Start the goddamn race on the goddamn tires. The fucking rain tires. Continue going on all the way to stage 1. Let them decide. Guess what? The rain comes out. Stop them. Bring them onto pit road. Have them swap over their tires. Look at the radar for a sec. Stop the race. That's totally fine. Just tell everyone what's going on. We're going to try and see what's going on. Then we're going to get back going, hopefully. Potentially. We're going to see. Get the jet dryers out there and start getting all the big puddles off there and then get them fucking back on the track. They got windshield wipers and that. And if it fails, whatever. Guess what? It's an experiment. First time doing it. You guys didn't even try. That's like, hey, Try riding a bike with no training wheels, and you just get on it, and you don't even put, both feet up on, and you just kind of push off and go down the hill and then stop yourself. Yeah, I did it. No, you didn't. You didn't. And if you don't get that analogy, go fuck yourself. I'm heated, and it's stupid. So, there you go. NASCAR fucked up. What's his name? I don't even know his name on Twitter. We got into it. Well, he got into it more than I did. But these people that are pit reporters and people that are in NASCAR defend NASCAR to the fucking end. And hey, that's good, but they don't have any good reasons why. Like, oh, you wouldn't know. Do you call the race regularly? Go do a short track and try it out yourself. You know what? I'd probably still do better. It doesn't matter. Most people probably would. Because make a decision. That's what everyone's wanting to NASCAR to do. Make a fucking decision and be consistent about it. That's all you gotta do. If you want to make a shit-ass decision, that's fine. Then keep making that shit-ass decision every fucking time. No one will have a problem with it. They'll be like, well, that's fucking stupid. But then, hey, there you go. But when you make a shit decision, good decision, okay decision, we're unsure decision, throw it, unthrow it, then people are like, what the fuck's going on up there? There's like 8 people up there. Hello. Consistency. And that's all we're asking for. So think about it. There's a race on today. Hopefully it's not a shit show. We'll find out. Monday Racer will either drop tonight, Sunday night. I'm going to definitely film it tonight. But if not, Monday it'll be there. So think about it.